Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Kingdom blessings to you. I pray that you had an amazing day, that everything is copacetic in your neck of the woods. And yes, I'm so excited to just be with you for just a few minutes. And we're going to be talking about a topic that I believe is just so important to everybody. As long as you're here on planet Earth, you have the ability to be able to really fund whatever projects you're desiring, really an opportunity for you to, very important for you to walk in the fullness of your kingdom assignment, for you to walk in purpose. You know, there's so many people that are so frustrated in life right now. They're frustrated about what they're doing. They're not happy with what they're doing, and they're constantly trying things and looking for that fulfillment. And sometimes we think that the fulfillment is another job, and we realize, oops, I got there. It's not it. Sometimes we think the fulfillment is moving to another place, another state, another city, but then you realize it's not it. So what is it that is causing that frustration? And so Blama and I are going to be talking about that today. We're looking at economic forecasts, and saying, well, maybe I need another job, but sometimes it's not about another job. So we're talking to those individuals today that really find, and I have a guest today, Blama will be joining us in a bit, but, we're talking to those who recognize that they have concerns. They're at that place where they're not very happy with where they are, and they're trying to figure out, Angela, what do I do? And guys, if you don't know me, my husband and I founded the Kingdom Chamber of Commerce almost 21 years ago. And so I talk to entrepreneurs all day long. I talk to folks that are full of ideas. And listen, if you're joining us, just go ahead and let me know where you're joining me from, just so I could shout you out. And if you know other friends that you have, those may be on the job with you, maybe business colleagues, or those that you've been hearing saying, hey, I think I got to try something new, or I keep trying this thing and it's not working, or, I'm just frustrated. Those are like key words that I want you to think about, the individuals that I need to talk to in the short space of time that Blama and I are going to be on. I think it's just so important because, I title this live, today, I really gave it a very interesting title because I think that many times we're looking at the economy of this world to take care of us, when we recognize as kingdom citizens that the economy, that we were born with our own economy, and that we can create our own economy. And so the title for this teaching today is Your Gift is Your Economy. Are you ready to cash in? Your gift is your economy. Are you ready to cash in? And yes, as you see, I'm outside, kind of hanging out outside, really trying to enjoy every moment of this beauty that is left here before the weather changes here, on the East Coast. And so many times what we think about when we're thinking about, hey, I need more finances, I need to change my life. If you, I don't know, tell me where you're joining me from and tell me where you are if this resonates with you. Most people think another job is the answer to their struggles. But the truth is, you get the other job, and the other job is not the answer. So then the question becomes, Angela, what is that answer? Why am I not fulfilled? Why am I the type of person that's always trying something? I have all of these great ideas, but it just always seems as if though I can't bring it to fruition. I'll put a business plan together. I'll talk about it, but I just can't seem to bring it to market. I just can't seem to make money from it. Maybe I'm one of those ones that have all these gifts and all of these ideas, but I just can't seem to make money from it. Like, what is wrong with me? Is there something wrong with me, Angela? And no, absolutely, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. But I think what we need to do, and Blama, I'm going to get ready to bring you on, is to really answer this question for them, Blama. What is the answer? Is the answer another job? Clearly, we said no. So then what is that answer? So I'm going to go ahead and bring you on, Blama, and we're going to talk a little bit about this because I know that, hey, Blama, how are you?
We can be a little bit louder than that.
Oh my God. I don't know what you did. get there, brother. But I'm telling you, it is so amazing. It's so amazing. But we're the title for today's message, Mama. You're an entrepreneur. I work with entrepreneurs. I listen to people like all day long. I get calls like 24/7. Like yesterday was a 19-hour day. Today will not be a 19-hour day, but we had a lot going on. We're at the Kingdom Chamber of Commerce. There's so many different events and things happening, and entrepreneurs that we're talking to all the time, and really hearing from them, hey, I'm trying to work this, I'm getting ready to launch this, or folks who are just like, hey, I want to leave my job. Okay, good. I want to leave my job. So I put on my doctor gear, because now I'm the doctor, right? I wanted to, help you to prescribe to see what's going on. And so they'll be like, yeah, I want to leave this job. Well, what are you going to do when you leave your job? Well, that's what I'm not sure. I put a lot of resumes out and I haven't really heard anything, but I just can't stay at the job anymore. So I want to leave the job. So then that's when, for me now, I start looking at, okay, what are some of the things that you love to do? What are some of the things that comes naturally to you? What are some of the desires that are, that are in your heart? And then, but what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get to their Blama. I'm trying to get to their gifting. That for me is key, because that's where the secret sauce is. That's where the key is. And so as we're gathering today, my mentorship class starts tomorrow. And I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit. Hello, Nana said hello. Hello, Angela and Blama. I didn't even send an email to Nana. So Nana knows what's going on. Hey, Nana. and so
She's always one of the first people to. She's like, right.
Nana's always the first one on. Hey, Nana, you got the star for the first one on today. You get the first one to be on today. So yay for Nana, yay. So we're talking today about how do I, the question becomes, I need more money. Or I need more money, Blama. What do I do to get more money? Well, let's start there. Yeah, I need more money. What do I do to get more money?
Okay, so first thing is I need more money. So most people, when they think I need more money, they think the traditional route. They think I need to get more hours. I need to get another job. I need to find another route, some type of some other like loan. People kind of look for in a desperation mode. But I think we need to kind of shift our perspective there. I think this is where the power of revelation comes in. Is, hey, if you need more money, what does money represent? Okay? Money represents value. It's value in another form. It's in paper fiat. Right? So there needs to be a transaction. Okay? If you know that you need more money, and money this money isn't just, they don't just have with $1 bills. There's multiple different denominations, right? Those different denominations represent different levels of value. All right. So ultimately, money is a representation of value. All right. So if you need more value, you need to find a way to give more value. Okay. And you have to be positioned before those that recognize your value. You got to be able to communicate your value. See how simple it gets? Right? So that's the key. That's the first step. So the first step is
say that again. Yes, say that again, because I think that is just so important.
Okay. So the question is, I need more money. Okay? And the first thing people do, they scramble. I need to get more hours on my job. I need to get another job. I need to get a loan, whatever, right? I need to borrow money, whatever. Right? Someone send me a cash app, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Let's just start begging. You don't have to do that, right? The revelation is you need to understand what money represents, okay? And we usually think in a very linear perspective. We think, hey, I need to give my time to get more money. I need to give more time to give more money, right? That's one dimension, okay? Those who work smarter, they realize there's different things you can leverage. And this is the thing about being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs, we're able to see what others don't see. And that's why this class is so important. We're moving in a time, in a day, in an era where you need to become more entrepreneurial.
Right.
What does an entrepreneur mean? Entrepreneur means one who's willing to go venture, do something that's been done before, create new systems, create new ecosystems, create new ways to get value. Everything you see, this microphone, the computer you're watching this on, the phone you're watching this on, it was created by someone who had an entrepreneurial spirit. They created something that wasn't here before. They saw this, they saw the television, or they saw a book, and they said, there's got to be a better way to get this information to and fro. And let me start creating this monitor. Let me start creating this TV. Let me start creating this phone. Let me start creating this laptop.
Sounds like they did something, Lama.
They did something. And here's the other thing, Angela. So this is the other thing. So we talk about value, right? Value in one level is intangible. Okay. And so what you just said is very important. They did something because you have to turn the intangible to tangible.
Right.
An idea is something that's intangible. Nobody can see it, right?
Right.
You have to get that idea that God is giving you an idea. God's giving you a new thought. He's giving you a witty idea. He's giving you a witty invention. You have to do something in order to bring that can't be seen to the unseen.
Right. Yep. You gotta do something. You gotta bring something. You gotta do something. You gotta bring something. But now you gotta bring something of value that the marketplace wants.
Exactly. That the marketplace values.
And that the marketplace values. That is good. That is good.
Value for value. Like we say, apples, there's no apples for oranges, right? Apples for apples.
Wow.
So that's the simple way to look at this whole equation. Hey, I need money. I need value. So I can use that value to get other things of value. And you see how it works in the whole marketplace.
Right. And what I love about what God does is that, the creator of this universe created us.
Yes.
And not only did he created us, but everything that we would need for this journey, he loaded it on the inside of us. He hid on the inside of us, including the very wealth generator that we would need. That is our gift.
Yes.
Come on here, somebody. And so he took that gift and he hid it on the inside of us. So when you were born, whether you were a 10-pounder, a 7-pounder, a 6-pounder, you came here and you came loaded, which means that he placed on the inside of you and me everything that I would do in order to be successful here on planet Earth, everything that I would need in order to be successful on planet Earth. And so this is why you have so many people that we see, I was just watching Blama as we're getting ready here in Philadelphia, go Eagles. And to be able to see the training that these guys go through and the mastery with what they have. You heard coach said, listen, I don't want you to focus on the win of yesterday. We're focusing on where we are today and where we're going. You understand? So don't get caught up doing this. But it's the level of mastery. So now it's taking this thing that you have and not only sit on it anymore, but now recognizing, God, that, there are people who do things naturally. Listen, if you could cook, you should never be without money. If you can write, you should never be without money. If you can clean, and some folks got that gift of house cleaning, office cleaning, whatever, they will clean anything. You should never be without money. If you could sew, you should never be without money. If you love to do, you should never be without money. You understand what I'm saying, Lama? So it's now taking this thing that you have that's on the inside of you and be able now to help other people. That's it. If you cook, folks got to eat 3 days a week. I mean, 3 meals a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
If you drive anywhere, any part of the world where you are right now, it's 6:17 here, East Coast time. Everywhere you go, there's somebody buying something right now. They're buying a meal.
Yeah.
Whether they're going to the drive-thru or they're going out for dinner. What is the time? Food time. Who's making money? The person who has that gift or that idea to be able to provide that need. Right. Yeah. And give the value to them, which is a beautiful meal, so that could satisfy them until tomorrow again. Yeah. And then we're right back at it again. You see what I'm saying, Grandma? So we got to be able to understand that we take now what we have and now what do we do in order to solve a problem to the marketplace, and that the marketplace will pay us for that problem we're solving. If you're a professional and you're working long hours, you may not have time, or a business owner, to clean your house, but you want it clean. So what do? You go and you look for somebody that has that gift. Oh, they love cleaning. They love cleaning, right? They do it naturally. So what do? You pay them. What do they come in? They clean, and what do? You walk out and you give them a Cash App or Venmo or whatever, or you give them fiat money. You see what I'm saying? So we need to start getting creative like that, Blama, in order to understand that God sent us here with everything that we need in order for us to be successful, in order for us to be a blessing to others as well. And so we go to school, get a job, we get locked in this one stream, and now it limits us because they're telling us how to think. They're telling us exactly what they want from us, right, within the time frame, and they're telling you how much they're going to pay you. And so this is why when the pay does not meet the demands, we get to the places, I don't like where I am, I need more money. Talk about that.
Yeah, because what happens is you're in a vehicle, right? So this is the thing people you have to appreciate where you are now, because you don't yet have the ability while you're working. You haven't thought about how to create the package, right? So the reason those companies are able to extract value from you and then give you a certain amount of value because they've already have a package. You talked about the ability to cook. That's a gift, right?
Come on.
You can cook, right? But guess what? McDonald's has learned how to package that ability. So so McDonald's, they have a system.
A system.
Okay, so think about this. The levels of value determine how you get how much you get paid and how often. Determined by if you can do it faster,
do
it cheaper, you can do it better. So I say do better. If you can do it better, you can charge higher. You can do it cheaper. You don't have to be the quality doesn't have to be great. You can do it faster, you raise the value again.
Right.
So now think about that. So now you're a budding entrepreneur. You're like, man, I'm working this job. I could do this. I could do that. But guess what? Your boss, they've created a platform for you to operate with your gift.
That's it.
Right. So now it's your job to learn the process to create your platform. How do I communicate the value? Okay, if you can cook, you don't just go out there and say, hey, guess what? I'm cooking lima beans. Come get it. Right? You can cook lima beans. Now, you might be the best lima bean cooker. I don't know. Some people are like, I'm not a big fan of lima beans. Yeah. But some people out there are, right? I don't know how much of the marketplace is a big fan of lima beans. But you need to look at the marketplace. You got to learn how to listen.
Yes.
First, you don't want to be tone deaf because you're talking about helping people, right? You want to help people, then they can help you. Okay. Yeah. You need money. You need value. You got to give value. How can you give value if you don't know what they value? So I'm not going to go cook lima beans. I'm going to ask, hey, what's your favorite meal? Or I'm going to say, hey, question, right? Or, hey, I see everybody serving baked potatoes. What if I come in like Paul and I bring some Caribbean dishes? I bring some flavor, something, mix it up. People's palate is something spicy. They want something different.
Bring some curry chicken. Come on here, somebody.
Like I know. And then like Paul, like, hey, my family loves my cooking. My friends they love my cooking. They got a taste for it. Imagine if I try it here. Let me try it here. Let me do a trial run. Right? And you get rave reviews.
Rave reviews. Come on.
You be creative. This other element you said is very important, Angela.
Yeah.
You have to be creative, right? You got to understand the power of communication, right? So you say, hey, can you write down what you feel, how this food made you feel, or how good it was? Can you record this testimonial, how good it is? And now you start to share that.
Come on.
Buzz in the marketplace, people get excited.
That's
then
good.
Like, hey, where can I get Paul's food? Where's it at? Then Paul doesn't have a website. Paul doesn't have this, and people are like looking for him, and I can't find them. You can't make any money.
Wow.
So you need to create a vehicle. You got to create a platform. That's the thing when we talk about, Angela, about getting from idea, execution, right? From seed to scale.
Yep. From seed to scale. Yep.
Your ability to build each step along the way. So your idea goes from intangible to tangible.
That's good. That's good. That's good. But you know what, Blama, that is so good because it's just the power of an ideas. And I was thinking like Nana is on here and my mom makes the best tamales. Like if you like Mexican food, if you like tamales, if you like anything with corn, like Nana got it. Hopefully one day I'll learn it, but Nana got it. So let's give it up for Nana for those tamales. Somebody type tamales.
I've been saving that one for you, Nana.
Nana's tamales. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that we're so limited with the number of folks. That's a good name, Blumma.
Really is.
Nana's tamales.
That's a great name. That's an idea.
You know, and so, Nana, the thing about it, and so guys, tomorrow I launched my mentorship group. And what we're doing is being able to help you to take ideas or even help you to discover, because many times you don't know. You have some folks that are like the 10 talent folks. They're good at everything, but you can't launch one thing. And so what Blum and I will be doing tomorrow is that we're going to be able to help you to recognize what you're pregnant with, what you're carrying. Another thing, you have folks that are always like a plane trying to take off. They run, and they take off and they come right back down. They run, and they come right back down. And so what we're going to do tomorrow for 4 weeks, we're going to be together every Thursday from 7 to 9. Guys, this right here is priceless for you to end 2025 strong. Our theme for the chamber for this year's 2025 is our year of supernatural prosperity through the application of covenant promises. So God has given us everything that we need, but now we have to now start tapping into it. Right. And so what Blum and I will be doing is to help you to now, ask you certain questions that will be able to help you to now look within. I wrote the book called Your Gift. It makes room. And so a man's gift makes room for them, and it brings him before great people. Listen, your gift, you will be sought after. They will send for you. I'm telling you, a fruit bearing tree, an apple tree that is bearing fruit is sought after. A tree that doesn't bear any fruit is not sought after. Come on, talk to me, somebody. And so what the apple tree needs to recognize that it's not about the tree. Come on here. So they're not coming for the tree. They're coming for the fruit. And people will come from around the world to find your fruit, to experience your fruit, to taste your fruit. Then the Queen of Sheba come from so far to see King Solomon. What was she coming for? She was coming for his wisdom. Come on now, somebody. And the thing about it, that she did not come empty-handed. Listen, when they come for your gift, I'm telling you, people will pay you for your gift. Listen, if you have what they need, money is no longer an issue. And so that's what we're going to be showing you starting tomorrow. How do you scale this idea? We're going to take you from ideation. How do you recognize what you're carrying to how do we help you now to take you through the necessary steps to see now how you can make this. You can monetize this gift that has been given to you. How can I scale? How can I bring this product to market? How can I make 6 figures from it? Listen, what we're charging you, the small fee for you to be a part of, listen, to sit with me, you're talking about a couple zeros per hour, right? So what we're doing is giving you this opportunity now for you to be in this group setting and discover what are you carrying, and for us to help you now to scale to the ideation, to show you how to launch it, how to scale it, how to make money in the course before you come out. Before you leave in that 4 weeks, Blama, you would have paid back for what you paid to be a part of this course. I guarantee it. I really do. And we're going to take one of the students, Blama. We have one student that we're going to bring, and basically it's like cooking. I'm not just telling you what I cook. I'm showing you how I cook. I'm showing you how I go buy the chicken. I show you how I clean chicken. I show you how I sell the chicken. Come on here, somebody. I'm sharing my recipe with you, but I'm doing it where you can see, and it is hands-on. There's some folks that just learn better that way. We're just not, I've done several of these coaching sessions, these mentorship sessions. We're talking about your gift, but now we're basically going to show them, Blama, how they're able to. Nana say, I'm ready, sending your order. See, Nana's ready. Nana's ready for them. Nana's tamales. Come on here, somebody. I could have one of that right now. I will eat one of those right now, but we're going to show you how we're taking someone that has an idea, someone who loves what they do, show you how we could take what that love is. Like, for example, you may be somebody who loves to organize. Like, you could walk in a room and you could decorate, boom, 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 boom. But not everybody has that gift. I don't. So I'll pay you to do that for me, right? You may have somebody who can come in and like I host a lot of events. I'm not one, like I'll put the cheese together, I'll do the crudité, I'll do all of that, but that's not my gifting. You bring Kimberly, I hope she's on this call, and Kimberly will come in and boom, 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 boom. And next thing, the same tray, Blama, that I had that just looked like cheese and everything else around it, she set that thing up that you don't even want to touch it because it's so beautiful. What is that? It's called a GIFT. Come on here, somebody. It's called a money maker. Come on here, somebody. You see what I'm saying? You have folks who, just made lawn care, they just, they could look and I could try to push a mower. I've done it before, but it's not the same. Like when somebody's flowing in their it. And so now, as soon as they get done, they get paid. The person who does my hair, my goodness, as soon as she gets done, she gets paid. So we have to start thinking about that. What is it that I am able to do? Where is my gift? Mine is in my mouth. When I get done speaking, I get paid. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be able to understand it. So I think one of the things that we want folks to do, Blama, is to let us know in the chat, even if you're watching the replay, what is one gift or talent that comes naturally to you? What is one gift or talent that comes naturally to you? And I want you to type that in the chat. And if money was you, what would you be doing every day with your gift? What would you be doing? What would you be doing? Some folks, they love to teach, Blama. Can you imagine if you love to teach and maybe you love to teach, students, children, how beautiful that is? Like classes are back in session. After school care, they can come to your house or you meet them somewhere. You go to their house and you help with homework and you get paid. Come on here, somebody. And you get paid. And we want you to start thinking about that. How can I utilize what I have and start making money with it? If you can write a book. Come on. If you can sew, start sewing. Come on here, somebody. Listen, whatever you can do. If you can design, start designing. You speak. You write a book, write books. Whatever it is, that open doors for you to now go deeper into the gifting that God has given to you. So share something on that, Blum, as we get ready, because we're not going to be here for too long. We just wanted to talk about the fact that their gift is an economy, and if they're ready to cash in on it. Your gift is an economy. I know you have never seen that before. Angela, you're saying to me that my gift is an economy. Your gift is your economy. God created you to be self-sufficient. Everything you need, you have. Come on here, somebody. Think about it. Are you ready to cash in? Or are you always putting yourself in that position where somebody tells you what you're worth because you have not yet discovered your worth? The moment you discover your worth, when they try to say, I'll pay you $14, you said, excuse me, no, I'm worth more than that. Come on here, somebody. You understand what I'm saying, Mama? The moment you recognize what your gift is, you recognize what you're bringing to the table, and you're able to communicate it, because the communication comes with it also. You know how to package this deal. When you recognize what you're carrying, when you recognize who you are, when you recognize it changes everything, because you recognize your uniqueness. You're no longer challenged by folks and think you're always somebody's trying to compete with you, because nobody can compete with you when you're in your it. When you're flowing in your purpose, it don't matter. I could have 50 people that tries to do what they say. I do exactly what Angela does. You will never be able, you may do something similar, but you got to understand how God created us. Even our very fingerprint is unique. The sound, we just had Coach Scott on last night. He was talking about the frequency of your sound, the voice, the sound that you make. My sound may come close to somebody, but it's not somebody's sound. My sound is unique to me. And so we got to be able to understand, and we have to start thinking creatively like that, Blama, that we recognize our difference. And when you recognize your difference and you recognize how you package the difference, we're going to be going through that. How you package this difference, and now how do you communicate your difference? Because that's key. And now when you're able to communicate your difference, like I teach in the book, you discover your gift, you refine your gift. After you refine the gift by serving the gift, now you can monetize the gift. Now you're making room for others. You're providing job. Your gift is providing job for others. Come on, because you can't do it alone. When the gift comes into full operation, it's no longer about you. So there are other people now that you need in order to help you to fulfill this assignment. Come on here, somebody. Now you're providing jobs. Now families are being blessed because of your gift. And now the gift starts to expand. So you need to recognize what you're carrying. It's time. We're in the 9th month. We're closing out the 3rd quarter, about to go into 4th quarter. Come on here, somebody. It is time for you to make the shift. And the shift that needs to be made is for you, in order to have something you've never had, is to do something you've never had, you've never done, which is to make that step and say, you know what? I recognize that everything I need, I have. I just need to be in the right environment with the right community. I need accountability. Come on here, somebody. And I need to be able to sit with somebody who has gone through this, guys, 21 years of being in the marketplace serving others. I think I know something. So many different businesses. Come on, I think I know something. And so you got to be very mindful. And the fact that every time we mentor someone, coach somebody, it's not Angela. I rely on the Holy Spirit to help me. And that's why I'm known as the supernatural coach. So Blama, tell them a little bit about why they need to be in the class, and then we're going to get ready to wrap.
You need to be in the class because many of you need to attain what they call escape.
We could barely hear you, Blama.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Yeah. So the reason you need to be in the class is because you need to attain what we call escape velocity. Right. If you guys are not familiar with flight, Daniel will be very familiar with this. Escape velocity is when you're able to escape the atmosphere. You're in a spaceship. You like many times people get to a point, they try so many different things, but they can never obtain that success. They can never get that level of breakthrough. Right. And that's the beauty about operating with the Holy Spirit. And being in this type of community gives you the ability to break through, right? And so that's what this class is going to be all about, is allowing you to obtain that escape velocity. Because once you obtain that escape velocity, that opens up the other doors, right? Right now you're asking, I need more money. But what you really need is you need more wisdom.
Right. So that may be the wrong statement, huh, Blama?
Yes, because wisdom will help you obtain all those things.
Come on.
Right? Like wisdom is the principal thing, right? It says in the Bible, right? So wisdom will give you access to all those things. It will give you the right team, the right people, the right system, the right tool, the right plan, right roadmap. All those, right? It comes with wisdom. So that's why you get in a class like this. This is why you get in a master. This is really like what they call mastermind. This is what you call mastermind. You get 4 weeks. And Angela's saying, how many times do you get an opportunity to get someone to walk you hand by hand, step by step, through your process, through your journey with the Holy Spirit, so you can get a breakthrough. There's many programs out there. You can go to what they call, I like to call YouTube University. On YouTube, learn, be ever learning, never coming to knowledge of the truth. You just keep learning, full of all this knowledge, but you don't have any fruit.
Yeah.
Because you haven't yet got a revelation of your it. Right? Your it that makes things easier. Right? Those that God has called to come around you to help support you in the right atmosphere, the right soil, so now you can bear fruit. So that's why part of this class, you want to get access to your money map, right? Yes. So we talk about ideas, right? There's something called idea validation, right? Because people, they spend a lot of money, they spend a lot of time, and they get burned out, they quit because they validated their idea. We talked about the example I said about the lima beans, for example.
Yeah.
You can cook, but you're cooking something the marketplace doesn't want, right?
Come on, that's it. Exactly, Bum. I think that is so key. They don't like lima beans, so you're trying to serve them something they don't like,
right?
And you're showing up with it in abundance, and you're going home with it in abundance.
Yeah,
because they're saying no. So again, that's very key, very, very, very key. Wow. And I think also in this season, Blama, don't wait for somebody to validate your gift in this season. Many times we've been waiting for somebody to validate our gift. I believe this is the season to command your payday. I'll say that again. Don't wait for somebody to validate your gift. Don't wait for somebody to tell you when you're going to get paid. In the season, this is the season for you to command your payday. Listen, I hope you got that. Somebody type that in the chat for me. Don't wait for somebody to validate your gift. Don't wait for somebody to give you a payday. Come on. This is your season. Come on. For you to command your payday. Command your payday. Listen, that's what tomorrow is going to be all about. That's what the next 4 weeks is all about. Hallelujah. Man, I'm telling you. Listen, I've done sessions like this before, but this one that's happening tomorrow is a whole other level. You're literally seeing me go in the kitchen, roll up my sleeve, me and Blama, and we're going to be bringing one of the students before you, and step by step by step with technology today. There's absolutely, you could take an idea from an idea to market in such a short space of time. Before, it took such a long space. I remember when I was working on my business plan for one of our companies. Man, that was painful, Blama. Nights and hours and sitting up and then going to sit with my CFO and all of this time and all of this research. You don't need to do that anymore. My goodness, now I'm in an hour to go, right or wrong.
Yeah, less than that. Like you have all of the world's data at your fingertips.
All of it. Now, instead of going to get another job and another job, now you got 4 jobs, you got 4 W-2s, your earned income just went up, you put you in a different tax bracket. How about if we show you what to do as an entrepreneur, and now how you can benefit from entrepreneurs' benefits? How about that?
That is, hold on.
I see people all the time utilizing their phones, and I'm saying, wow, is that phone an expense to you, or a portion of it you could write off? Come on here, somebody. This is why you need to hang out with entrepreneurs who think like entrepreneurs. Come on here, somebody. Because you're able, that's why the Kingdom Chamber of Commerce is so important. But that's why, but you need to make that switch. Until you make the switch, it won't happen for you. And so tomorrow, 7 p.m. is when we are gathering. AngelaPipersburg.com/coach, AngelaPipersburg.com/coach. And it is time for you to make a difference in your life. And guess what? The difference belongs with you. Many times we're looking around for the answers, but I guarantee that the answer that you're looking for is placed on the inside of you. That's what God does. He's so brilliant. He hides in us what we need so that when we're ready, we know where to find it. Isn't that amazing, Blama? And so I'm excited. I'm excited. The question that I'm asking you is, are you ready to cash in? And if you're ready to cash in, if you're ready to make a difference, if you're ready to invest in yourself, you think, well, I don't have money. I think that things are tight right now. Well, if you're looking at it from that standpoint, then it will be tight. But if you're saying that I'm going to take what I have, and we have payment options, the thing about it, I've gotten to that place years ago when I was leaving corporate America, making boohoo money to come out and on my entrepreneurial journey. The Lord told me, never make a decision based on money, make a decision based on purpose. I'll say that again. He said to me as I was crying, oh, what am I going to do if I might leave my job? I didn't know this was in my future, right? But again, you understand your job is your comfort zone. Hey, listen, you know how much they're going to pay you. You know how to plan. You know how to plan your vacation. You know how to plan your time off. Everything is controlled by this plan. And it's good. Don't get me wrong. But here I am now being called out to walk on water. And the only thing that I could go back to, Blama, is well, what am I going to do if I leave this? What am I going to do if I do that? Well, can we still live in this area? Can we still do this? Can we still do that? Only to recognize that what the Lord was saying is, listen, if you make one step, I'll make 10 steps on your behalf. He said, never make a decision based on money. If your decision to take this course or not take this course is based on money, you're going to have to pay real close attention to where you are and where you're going, because he said, never make a decision based on money, make a decision based on purpose. And when you understand that your purpose is greater, what you're about to invest in this course, you're going to make it back before the 4 weeks is out. Trust me. And then some. You could even 10x it while you're in the class.
Come on. Oh my God. That is it right there. Because I think what happens is we limit. Again, going back to that analogy, people say, I need this, I need money, right? What you really need is value. You need to give value. You need to think differently. I'm just thinking the biggest thing for me has always been about my hunger. It's like especially my walk with God, it was always about my hunger. And even in business, when he took me to business, that's about my hunger. Like, how bad did I want it? Even in the natural, it didn't look like I had enough. But I really did. God just had me think differently. I said, hey, look, can I serve? Hey,
Mhm.
hey, I get some of my friends. Hey, look, they got this opportunity. Let's
Yeah,
all pool our money together, and then
yeah.
I'll start it off, and then we can run with it. Like that's always how I thought, and so that's the test.
Yeah.
You know, the test is how bad do you want change?
How bad do you want change? And listen, family, I'm telling you, it's time for you to stop sitting on what God gave you. You heard me. It's time for you to stop sitting on what God gave you. And it is time for you to just say, hey, listen, somebody's waiting on the solution that I carry. Come on here, somebody. Come on. Somebody is waiting for the solution that I'm carrying. You a solution provider. You're carrying solutions, and people are waiting to bless you with the money they have in their pocket for what you're carrying to make their life easier, to get them from here to there. So listen, we only have a few spots open. And so we want you to go ahead and get registered now. Go to angelapipersburg.com/coach, angelapipersburg.com/coach. And the best thing that you could do for yourself in this month of September. And, for those of us that honor the feast days, we're going into the biblical new year. The best thing that you could do is you're leaving the old and going into the new is to be able to now set yourself up for success. It is time. Go ahead, be a part of this life-changing mentorship. It is time for you to take your life to the next level. You know what? There's so many people waiting on you that, Blama, you would never know until you make a move.
Man.
One of the things I teach all the time in my coaching sessions, there are people that will respond to you that will never respond to me. You know why? Because they were never the ones that God has called for me to serve or to help.
Wow.
There are people that are waiting, not waiting on me. My own people, but the ones that are waiting for me may not be the ones that are waiting for you. And I give an example of a train, and the train keeps coming, and the folks are standing on the platform, and they keep peeking every time that car stops, because are you there? Until you show up in their lives, they will never move.
Wow.
That's a responsibility, you all. I don't take that lightly. So they're waiting for you to get off of your stump. And until you activate and you start moving, only then can they move. Why? Because they have already been assigned to you. And so I pray that you take your life seriously. I pray that you take your purpose seriously, that you recognize that you were created to do more than just pay bills, though paying bills is important. You were created to solve a problem on planet Earth that no one else can solve but you. And so it takes you now becoming aware, recognizing that this frustration that you've been feeling, these trial and errors that you've been doing, the starting but never stop, there's a reason for that, because you needed to come in contact with your supernatural coach. That be me. And I am ready to be able to walk you through this process to help you now, that by the end of this year, you're going to look back and say, Father, I should have done this a whole long time ago. And you're going to be one of our very, very, very satisfied, happy students with a testimony for the kingdom that, wow, I get to choose when I want to get paid. That is real. That is real. And so, to God be the glory. Final words, Blama, as we wrap.
Yeah, final words is don't miss out. Invest in yourself. Get the breakthrough you've been seeking. I'm excited if those who are going to show for tomorrow's session, because I'm going to be showing you how to create a 7-figure offer. So if you ever wanted to see that done,
Come on, Blama. Talk about that right there.
I'll say one more time. How to create a 7-figure offer in less time than it takes for you to snap your fingers. Offer. So if you're excited about that, show up. You won't get this anywhere. I promise you won't get this anywhere else. Well, not only will we show you how to create the offer, but we show you how to sell it too.
Wow. It is time for you to take off, y'all.
Don't miss out.
Don't miss out. Listen, we are here for you. Extraordinary gifts, right? That I want somebody to write this down for me, Blama. Extraordinary gifts create extraordinary income when packaged right. I saw that look on your face, Blama. That's a good one. That's a t-shirt right there. I'll create a t-shirt. Extraordinary gifts. Come on, create extraordinary income when packaged right. We gonna package it for you. We can't wait to see you again. Go to angelapipersburg.com/coach, angelapipersburg.com/coach. If you know that it's ready for your life to take off, you've been stuck. You like, Angela, I've been here too long. Blama, I've been here too long. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to make some significant income. I know God has called me to wealth. Hallelujah. He's not going to drop the wealth in your hand. Deuteronomy 8:18 says he gives you the power to get the wealth. And yes, you can just be looking at others and say, well, they can do it. Well, I'm here to tell you, so can you. What you need is the right coach. What you need is accountability. What you need is the right community. Come on here, somebody. And then your timing is everything. And so the timing is when, Blama? The timing is now. So I can't wait to see you tomorrow. AngelaPipersburg.com/coach. Share this with somebody that you know. Team up with somebody. Let's do it together. And let me say one more thing. Never make a decision based on money. Make a decision based on purpose. The moment you said, I'm going to do it, the money comes. The moment the moment you say, I have to do this, what's the worst thing that I could do? If I do this and I'm just like, this, at least I would have said I did it, but I guarantee you, this is going to be a breakthrough for your life. It is time for you to advance in your life. It's time for you to fulfill what God has called for you to fulfill, to solve the problems that only you alone can solve here on planet Earth. Stop living at the bottom. It's time for you to move to the top. We love you guys. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Oh, and then also Secret Sauce tomorrow is at 9:00, and I got a powerful guest. When I tell you, tell him, Blama, powerful guest. He's going to be talking about, he's a businessman, also sitting in ministry, but he's going to be talking about the return of the glory. Listen, it's going to be so good. It's tomorrow at 9:00. So right after we get done with our mentorship, we're going to go straight into it. So I love you much. God bless you. Listen, reach out. Blama, put my email in there just in case somebody needs to email me if they have questions. Just email Angela at Kingdom Chamber of Commerce. You know what, Blama, do the Angela at ShaddaiMCI.com. Do Angela at ShaddaiMCI.com. And if you have any questions, because what you need to do before you go to bed tonight, you got to say, I'm going to make this decision. I'm going to do this. We have pay later. So it's not even like about the money. No, we're going to show you how to pay it off before we finish the 4 weeks. Come on here, somebody. So you got to just be in the right group with the right mindset. Oh, I love Dr. Seuss. He said, oh, the people you will meet and the places you will go. When you connect with us, it's a whole other level for you. But guess what? What I can't do, I can't lift you up and bring you. But it's time for you to eat at the king's table. That part I'll tell you. Come on. They even went to grab Mephibosheth. They said, come, the king wants you. You're going to be eating at the king table. Remember, his nanny had dropped him. And so as a result of that fall, he became cool. But somebody had to pick him up. So maybe somebody will pick you up and bring you. Come on here, somebody, because it is time. You got a friend, you got a family member, maybe it's a husband, maybe it's a wife. And the person's like, listen, you do this so well, but it's time for you to bring money with it. Hey, get them to be a part of this class. AngelaPipersburg.com/coach or email Angela at ShaddaiMCI.com. Blama, we can't wait to see them tomorrow. Your life will never, ever, ever be the same. You're about to see somebody. I'm so excited about this. An idea that has been in their head. People around this person have said, why aren't you doing more with this gift? And we're going to bring him in front of the class tomorrow. And we're going to show him how to take this from just an idea that you know and your family know to now giving the world an opportunity to experience your gift and the money that will come with it. We can't wait. And we're going to help him fill up his pipeline. We're going to help him bring money in before he leaves this class. I'm so excited. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you. Have a great evening. God bless you.